What's up, guys? Welcome to 12M Hustle. Let's get into it. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys stayed blessed, hung out with the fam. But let's get into it for my boys and girls out there. Let's get it. It's Monday, August 18, 2025. Y'all know what time it is. Time to trade, baby. So, first on the docket is going to be news. Let's check it out. So, what do we got for news? Monday, it looks like we have a housing little news coming out at 7 o'clock, 39 minutes. On Tuesday, we have building permits. That's going to be big at 5:30. These are all PST times, Pacific time. We have Fed Bow speaking, and we have a crude oil. What do we have on Wednesday? Wednesday, we have another news at 4 o'clock. We got the MMBA 30-year. We also have crude crushing crude oil at 7:30. 8 o'clock, we have Fed Williams speaking. We also have FOMC, which is going to be huge on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. So keep that in mind. Next on the ballot is Thursday. What do we have? We got some more news at 5:30. Bada boom, bada bing. We got the Philly Fed. All right. That's another 3-star. At 6:45, we have S&P Global Compound. And at 7 o'clock, we have extending home sales. This day is full of news, guys. 7:30, we have EA 4-week bill auction, 9 o'clock 15-year mortgage, 10 o'clock 30-year TPIS, Fed balance sheet at 13:30 after the market. So we have huge news coming up this week, midweek. And on Friday, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. Let's go. Let's see if they drop the rates finally. Everyone's been waiting for that. They're sitting around 92% to see if they drop them. It is 7 o'clock on Friday. We have another oil news coming out, and then we have Jackson Hole at after the market. So we have a big news plan for this week from August 18 to August 24. So that's number one knocked out. Number two, what do we got going on over on market? Let's look at ES, guys. So here's ES overall. By the way, 9 minutes to the market opens. ES is we're hanging out between the range of 65, so 6,502, and hanging around 6,468. So this is a previous all-time high level, and this is another previous all-time high level. So two levels I got marked down that are very important. Basically, on the ES, anything below this level, I'm looking short. On the previous day, it's let's short it. Anything above it, I am looking for a gap fill up into previous day high, up into these targets. So that's what I'm looking for, ES. Now, let's look at, and by the way, the whole market is red right now except for the Russell. Just keep that in mind. Let's look at NQ. So NQ, pretty same thing as it. We have three different all-time high levels, previous all-time high levels marked out: 23,849, 23,968, and 24,069. As you can tell, these are all previous all-time high levels I have marked off. So anything below this bad boy of 23,850, I'm looking short. Anything below previous day low, I'm definitely looking more short if ES decides to play along. If not, then I'm looking for gap fill. So if ES wants to pop, then I will hold this as a stop area and go into these levels, into 23,850 and into 23,922. Now, that is for ES and NQ. And let's look at our bad boy oil. So if you're trading oil today, oil's been just on a sell-off run. We've had overall a bigger trend, just sell off, sell off, sell off. If I were trading oil today, it looks like we've been in this sideways action between 64.36 and 62.30. I would be looking again, anything these major levels that I have marked here, anything below 61.60. If it doesn't hold, I would look for a cash down sell off into 59.59. So that's what I would be doing on oil. Now let's look at our bad boy, the YM. 7 minutes till the open. So YM, I would be looking at. By the way, I hope you guys are having a good morning. Let me get into YM real quick. Okay, awesome. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe, like, and that like button. We would appreciate it. So, and then what I would do for YM is the same thing. I have, if you can tell, it's in a downtrend. Pretty simple, this one on YM. Anything below previous day low, I'd be looking for short targets would be 44.744 and 44.709. The opposite trade of that is anything above this breakout here of 45.061. I would be looking for either previous day high or a previous New York high of 45.30. So we've gone over NQ, AES, YM. I don't trade the Russell, so I don't go over it. And Bitcoin, for all my Bitcoin people, I don't trade Bitcoin, but if you do, we had a major sell-off overnight in Asia from 117 to 114. Pretty simple here. You could kind of buy the dip if you want on Bitcoin. I would hold the clear stop at London low at 114.641 as a stop for longs, and I would shoot for previous day low as target for longs. For shorts, I would not short this until we go back under London low of 114.653. That's just basic market analysis. But overall, I mean, Bitcoin has been going on a downtrend for the past week. See that? So levels to hit on Bitcoin are 112, 111. And of course, we all know there's major buyers at these 92,000, all these major levels, 70, stuff like that. So that's what we got going on for this. Market's going to open in 5 minutes. So now you know the game plan. We've gone over the news for the day. Pretty simple. Excuse me. All right. And another thing is let's go over how the stocks ended yesterday. So stocks yesterday did not end up so Gucci. Oh, not yesterday. I'm sorry. Friday. On Friday. So on Friday, NVIDIA was minus 0.86, Apple 0.51, Microsoft ended in even, Google, Meta didn't matter too much. It looks like, as well as Amazon, Walmart got smacked again, and then Lilly up 2.45%. So that's the S&P 500, and on the top 100 on NQ, which I really watch when I'm trading. Most of the bad boys ended up red, so we had a red day on Friday. Of course, you could really see that on Friday as we kind of had a major sell-off here. See, sell-off, continuation. So that's what's going on for today. So now you know the game plan. So we've gone over the news. We've gone over game plans for all the indexes that I trade usually, and we've also gone over how we ended the week and where we think we're going. And the news is important to know our expectations and set them up. So since we have big news midweek, my expectations between Monday to Wednesday are not that high. Keep them kind of low, looking for base hits, not looking to add size just because of that same reason. Until we get FOMC in the house, I think we're going to have a lot of chop. So there it is. Broke it down to you guys. And let's wait off the open. So game plan is we wait off the open. Set up my opening range. I have it on set up on a 30-second, and I usually sometimes show the day before. We'll do that. Okay, cool. And that's last week's Friday's opening range. So always leaves that as a good target place as well. So there's that. Previous opening range on a 30-second. And here's NQ. The first 30-second of the open, same thing. So good target areas. You actually could use this as your short for Asia. I don't trade Asia anymore just because I'd rather sleep. If you're trading Asia, this is actually what I would use for Asia. I would use the prior day's opening range, and just anything below this I would short. Everything above it I would go long. So keep it real simple. Nothing too crazy, right? And then now we just wait for the open. So we're going to wait for the open and see what we got going on here. These levels, I just have Asia. I have London low drawn out and then Asia high. But I'm going to move these as soon as we open in the next 2 minutes once we get the levels established. Okay. And then in the meantime, set this up here. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, we got some levels to go down there. See if we get them. We'll wait for the open, and that's it. Make sure you guys get your cup of joe. Got the coffee. 1 minute to the open. One more thing I want to go over with you guys is do not take what the market gives you. Do not overtrade. Should feel easy. Do not guess on trades and process. Do not need to be part of every move. I got this little notebook that I write down little notes on, and I read them every day to myself. So helps out. Let's get it, guys. Be safe, trade smart, and risk management is the name of the game. Hope you guys like the beats. Okay, so let's get it. Oh, there it is, 6:30. 6:30 just happened. All right, opening range. Look at that, nice pop. Okay, we're gonna set it in. We're gonna try to go for this long if that's what the market wants to do. We're watching ES. That's getting established. ES seems to be holding. Let's see. See if she wants to go. Let's see if we get a pop. Boom, beautiful. Yes, we do. We take some of that. That is a beautiful pop. We'll see if we continue the ride up. We're going to trail this. Nice. He hit a nice little target there. Let's see if we continue the... Okay, there we go. Boom. So here's the opening range on NQ. So our stop will be down here. We'll draw it out. Okay, so... What is this? 23,767. 23,767. That's our bottom opening range on a 30-second, and our top is going to be 23,804. 23,804. And that's our top. So that's going to be our stop out. Okay, so we have it drawn out there. Awesome. And it automatically already draws it for you, which is pretty sick. And then here's ES. Boom. You guys see how that works? Okay. Now if we get taken out there, that's fine. We're going to hold this bottoming opening range. If we get taken out, that's fine. Let's see if it holds. Here's ES. It looks like it wants to hold. See if we get a continuation push. We hit our previous all-time high of what? 64.68. So let's see. See if we get it. Getting ripped here. Bad boy's ripping up. Let's see if she pushes up. If she does, we can take some off. Let's see. Boom. Boom. We're just de-risking this one. Boom. Boom. And we're going to leave on a free trade. So free trade there. And we're going to let her ride. Beautiful. Okay. Let's switch it up. Looking like a nice breakout there. Looking like a nice breakout. Very nice. Awesome. We just took MNQ there. We took an NQ breakout. Now we took MNQ, little 3 on a micros. Let's see. Charting. I gotta fix my charts. 23,850. And 23,750. There we go. So we can put our stops down here since we have some gains that we made. That pop off. So we can add to this one and see if we get a continuation pop. Anything above this, we're looking for longs. We can have a nice stop out here though. Very nice. Okay. De-risking, free trade. De-risking, free trade, got taken out. Okay, now we switch over to the next one. And okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Awesome. And we're going to have our stop right here. Okay. We're going to let that go. See if that rides up into, so you guys can tell on ES, same thing. It's holding, right? So anything above this, we're looking for longs on same thing on the ES. If you switch over to MNQ, huge opening range rack over here. So same thing. See if it pops below this, then we go short. But that's good range on the other one. Awesome, looked good, looked good. So nice green on one. Finish out that account that we're trying to build that baby back up, and then we're gonna work on the rest. So we're gonna hold here, like we said. Anything above here, we're gonna we took out London high already. So next possible target that I am looking for, that I'm interested for the NQ to hit, is the previous all-time high of, let's see, 23,849. 23,849. Right here. So this is a good level that I'm looking for NQ to go to and get rejected, which would be a previous all-time high. So good level to go off, which is that one right there I just drew, and then this is the opening range. So target up here for longs. Let's see if ES wants to tag along and play with this and go with it. See, looking spicy. Let's see if she wants to do it. Do it. Let's see, 10-minute. Switching. All right, switching to a 10-minute. Let's a good little pop. That was a good pop. I want to see it break out of London now. On a higher time frame, it's looking really juicy. So now we just want to see it break out of there. So let's see if we get it. Oh, forgot. Let me put this ES back for you guys. Boom. So here it is. It's breaking out. We're going to add to this. Continuation break. Take one off. Okay, so we're getting the push that we want here, right, on ES. Here's ES. Holding, right, opening range, setup, 30 second. It's right above the level that we talked about, 64.68. Usually ES moves in 15 handle rotations, so next pop we should come back into this, holding London high. We should continue the push, at least for our next target on ES is going to be either Asia high right here, pop right here, or back into 6,500. But ES has to go with us, and it has to want to do its thing. So the question is, does it want to do its thing? It might not, right? We're going to let that trade play out, though. Nah. So, my bad on this. There you go. 28. Oh, what's going on here? What happened? Okay. There we go. So, yeah, 23,850. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to wait for that pop. We're just chilling. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, there's some levels definitely to be handled up here. Looks like it's selling off. We're going to wait and see what it wants to do. If we get taken out, we will flip short for sure. We're going to let that, we're going to wait right there. We're not going to add to it either. Oof. Okay, almost taking us out. I'm waiting for it to get taken out. We'll flip short if we get taken out. Waiting for the takeout here. Yes, it's holding, not trying to get taken out that low. Yes, it's holding. Okay. So we're waiting for that to see what it wants to do. It's holding pretty well. But I'm waiting for it to snap, and it's not snapping. ES is, see how that ES held that opening range. Now we're waiting for NQ to see what it wants to do. Yeah, I'm not going to add here for sure. Uh, 6:45 coming up, so there it is. 6:45 just here. Let's see if it takes us out. Oof, it's holding very well. Okay. All right, I guess we will see if that holds very tight. Let's see. See if she's going to hold the breakout. ES is pushing, so we should get a breakout on NQ, and there it comes. So, yeah, I definitely love ES's flow better than NQ's when it comes to the breakout there. We'll give it that free trade, and we will go ahead and long it down here. So, very nice stop right here, because I like that. I like the stop right here. ES is breaking out, so I definitely like a nice little stop down here since ES is breaking out. It's breaking out very nice. Let's see if NQ wants to follow. Yeah, this is nice breakout here. Let's add to that. Let's add 2 more winners. Okay, we added to our winners. ES is breaking out very nice. I need NQ to go ahead and continue its push and do the same. Very nice. Come on. We're going to let her go. Take a few off here. Definitely don't like how ES is this push is really good on ES, and this push on NQ kind of sucks. But that's fine. We're going to trail it. Okay, getting close to our point here that we want for a breakout on our opening range. Let's see if we can continue that push. Waiting for that push. ES is continuing to push, so now we're waiting for a continuation push on NQ. Now we have a good stop area down here. I like that. We're going to let that ride, let that push up and go. This is very nice on ES. It's nice breakout, pushed out of this trend here. NQ needs to push out of this trend here that it has here. It needs to push above here because you have your shorts with their stops here. If we come back down to this level, then we should have made a top here, then continue down. So just 7 o'clock. Let's see if we get the push that we're looking for. 5 minute looks like it wants to push. ES is pushing very nicely. Yeah, I definitely have my stop down here. Good stop out. Yeah, I do like that 23, 850 level for longs. Don't like how it's pushing back down here, though. Let's see. What is that? 23,802, that opening range. Let's see if it taps us out. 23,804. 23,804 is opening range. Yeah, she's not looking good down here. And 2767. If we get taken out, that's fine. Taken out. Wow. Okay. We can wait. All right, let's do it. We'll go 2 shorts on this one. That's fine. We went 2 shorts. Take one off. Take another one off. 2 shorts, 3 shorts. Okay, so we broke the opening range. We're going to have our stop up here because we should have continued the trend. But it looks like where NQ is going to go. And he has kind of lost its level there. Double down. If it comes back here, this should continue down to previous day low, which on NQ should give us our London low. And it should give us previous day low, which is going to be 23,734, 23,734, 23,734. So down here, this level down here. We'll take one off. Take another one off. Okay. So we took 2 off. All right. Added on that retrace. Let's see if we can get another drop. All right, here we go. We have our stop here again, and we wait. We wait for the drop that we believe is coming into previous day low. Okay, it gets dropped 4 points. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Beautiful. And we have one more drop here that we should take out this London low. ES needs to work with us on this one. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, we just recycled that, and now we wait. We have 2 here. We're waiting for a drop. Let's add to this one 4 micros. We're in 4. Come on, we need to drop into this London low taken out. We're looking for that London low to be taken out. Let's see. It's almost there. We are getting kind of a pop. We're going to let our trade work and leave our stop right there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, on ES, you've climbed up, right? Boom, boom, opening range, took out London, it overextended, comes back down, rips again, makes a higher high, and then now you sell off, you break down, you come back here. And you still haven't come back down the previous day low. So the question is, are we coming back down the previous day low on the ES? Or are we going to continue back up and hit our overall target, which will be Asia high and 6502. So it is 654. So I'm going to continue my short on this. I will add to my short if it goes back to my entry level. And if not, I will get stopped out, which is fine. Yeah. Yeah, our levels 23,804 and 23,768 is our level. Oh, Almost. Yeah, I mean, I see a previous day as a good level to go ahead and get hit. 23.734. But ES has to go with the flow. And ES doesn't seem like it wants to do what it needs to do. I don't want to add to this. I actually might even... I might even drop my stop. There we go. Now we can add. Alright, the max size. And we can leave our stop there. If this baby's gonna go, she's gonna go down. It's fine if it stops me out. Really, really tight stop I have there. Okay, stop me out, that's fine. No biggie. Okay, so we're just gonna wait now. It's fine to stop me out. I'm okay with getting stopped out. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna wait now, and we're either gonna wait for a new low here to retake that short, right? So it's either gonna be new low here, we'll retake the short. And we're actually gonna switch accounts. Let's go 65. We're just waiting. Okay. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I need this to go down here. And what we'll do is this. So we're going to wait. And if we break the floor here, we'll go ahead and go short. But not digging the fact that ES keeps holding this. I need ES to go flush, give us previous day low, and then NQ to give us previous day low as well. So that is what I'm looking at right now. Good break on a 10-minute though. On a 15-minute, that was nice. Yeah, once it broke here and we flipped short, it was a win-win because it broke the 15-minute. There's the 15-minute trend was right there. So once it broke, we got that juice. And now we're gonna wait for this here. Okay, in it, and now we add. Now we should get a continuation drop. Okay, previous day low's been hit on ES. We're either gonna continue the push on NQ or we're gonna bounce back. So let's see what she gives us. Markets are red on the day, I believe. Yep, markets are red on the day, except for Russell. Let's see if we can continuation down. Let's see what overall we got. Nvidia is green right now. Amazon looks like it's losing its shit. Amazon is losing its shit, and this needs to go if it's gonna go. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not feeling hot about it, so I'm not gonna add to that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the stop pretty tight on that play. 606. Let's see. Needs to go. It's definitely not going down. It's holding pretty well. ES is holding pretty well too. So Amazon the only one that's really red. So Back to ES. We seem to be holding pretty well here. So since we're holding, we're just waiting. Let's see if we get a bounce. Yes, bounced back. See, 7 o'clock. We're gonna lower our risk. Getting bounced back on ES, bouncing back into this level. NQ is these short little death drops. We're gonna drop our risk. I took that off. Did not like the way ES did this, so I just took that trade off. Yeah, if I don't feel it, I'll just take it off. Just cut it. So I cut that trade. Go with that. Sometimes you just gotta cut it. And we'll wait. Now we wait. Back into the waiting mode. Ideally, we want to see a drop down here. If this gets hit, get everybody go short. If not, we wait and see and not be part of these pushes up where we get smacked down. Let's see, ES needs to come back down into previous day low and then get hit. Since NQ has already hit previous day low and ES has hit previous day low, it's kind of spicy. So I kind of realized already that this has been hit as a target for shorts, right? And on NQ, it's been hit as a target as well. So I'm not leaning towards the short as much. See this? And this has been hit as well. So if you already had 2 previous day highs hit already, just keep aware of that and know what's going on. So let's see. Yeah, so I am being aware of that. Yes. Boom. And here's ES again. So we're just going to be wait and be patient. I'm going to be patient with it. We're just going to wait now. No biggie. We wait. Yes, looks like it's doing pretty well there. It's holding pretty well. NQ looks like it wants to come back up, but it needs to make it out of this range here into this range and then go. But a lot of people that buy the dips, they probably bought this down here or are going to buy this breakout up here. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. It is 7:03, so if we're going to get the long, we're going to get a breakout up here, and we should get a continuation. Ideally, in the strategy, you don't want to be part of this, ideally, but sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, ES is pushing. Just chilling, waiting. Okay, good area here. I can go ahead and long this, and we can risk the bottom of this now. So if we get above here, good place to add. If not, we're just risking this. We're going to let it go. See what it wants to do. Like I said, previous day has been taken care of, so I think shorts have been satisfied at this point. Longs can jump back in the game, and they can take this market back green and up, we can go. So, but if not, that's fine. I'll have this bottom tick of the day as my stop out, and I'll have light size, so I'm not tripping. Just keeping it chill, letting it work. Now, in the meantime, let's go check out the stocks. So, what do we got going on for stocks? Let's check out S&P 500 index. Okay, S&P 500. We have Nvidia. We have Apple green. AVG is red. We have Meta. Damn, Meta is getting smacked down. Yo, let's check out Meta real quick. She getting the smackdown on the smackdown. Yo, what is up with Meta, guys? Meta is getting the smackdown. So, yes, I used to trade stocks before. Now I just do futures. But looks like great sell-off on previous day low. By the way, my strategy can be used for stocks too. But great sell-off on previous day low off on Meta. And even off the opening range, off the 30-second. Great sell-off, you guys can tell. Just dumped. Just great dump from 770 all the way down to 756. That's pretty awesome. So great stuff on Meta. Meta looks like it wants to come back. So it's above VWAP. VWAP is a pretty big thing in stocks game. So it's holding pretty well here. Let's see if it goes back, if it wants to go back into the 770, 80s. And then let's look at, so Meta's a big boy right now trying to make it back. Let's look at another one that's red. Amazon is red. Nvidia's breaking out. Let's see. Let's check out Nvidia's green on the day, guys. Let's let that load up. All right. Nvidia is, oh, look at that. I have this opening range now, and I have a previous opening range from Friday. So that's Friday's opening range. What a sell-off on Friday. But anyways, looks like Nvidia came out like a pit bull off the open. Off the open, ripped. You know, you could have longed it, had this as your stop. Could have longed 181, had 180 as your stop. And huge. Look at that rip. It just went ba-boom, baby. It went bada-boom, bada-bing. Look at that. So rips up, previous day high. It's holding it pretty well. I would say if Nvidia can hold this 181 level and continue to push up, it's going to rip. So, and that's going to bring the rest of the market up. Should bring NQ out of this little micro downtrend that we're having here. So, just keeping this in mind, looking at these bad boys. And yeah, so it looks like they're getting ready to rip. It is 7:07, so they could be getting ready to rip a dip. Rip a dip. So, yeah, looking good. So what we got going on? All right, back to ES. So here's ES. Makes me even want to add one. Let's add one. Okay, we're gonna add one on that little pop that we got, and we're gonna hold our stop down here, and we're gonna wait for this bad boy to go. We're still gonna target a previous all-time high on NQ of 23,850. Now on ES, it comes back to guess what level? 64.68, and guess what that was? That was your previous all-time highs. You guys see how that level is important? That's why I draw on those two levels out. So really important level, previous day low, important level. What I don't know is if we're going to continue to do this, chunk, chop. What everyone's looking for is the breakout, right? That's what everyone's looking for. Yeah, everyone's looking for this. So we got this drop here. We held it, and now everybody wants this gap to get filled. That's what your longer term traders are looking for on ES. Is this move here, where we got the drop, we held. They want blast off to fill this gap. That's what they want. Blast off to fill the gap. Give me the blast off. Right? So that's what they're looking for. Now for all my trend traders, people that trade trend lines, let's do this for you guys. So If you're a trend trader, there's nothing wrong with that. This is your trend line, and since you got a tap here, you're waiting for a pop right there. You're waiting for out of this trend move here. Oh, make it look actually nicer. There you go. There you go. So if you're a trend trader, right? Trend line trader, I should say. If you're a trend line trader, this is your line drawn here, right? That you're in this downtrend. Anything above this, you're looking for longs. Anything below this, you're looking for shorts. So, and actually, I might even cut mine right here. I'm gonna keep it tight. Yeah, I'll cut it right there. I'm gonna keep it tight. But anyways, you're looking for this, right? Anything above this, you're going long. Anything below this, you're going short. But yeah, so there's a million ways to skin the cat, guys. Nice hold area here. See if we can get a pop. I'm gonna see if we can get a pop there. Seeing if we can get a pop there and have that as a nice little risk. I like this is a nice little risk area here. If I get taken out, that's fine. Okay, taken out. Oof. That's no fun. Alright, so now we're just gonna wait. See what happens. Mm, 712, so we're waiting for that. We're just gonna wait. See if we break out of this trend or see what we're doing here. We're just gonna wait to see what we got going on here, guys. Yeah, I don't like this. Now we're into choppiness for sure. Now we're in the chop, so now we just gotta wait and chill. See if we get a break lower down into here or what we're gonna do. Or if we're gonna go back out of this trend and push. So now it's just a waiting game. Let's see what the market wants to do. Nvidia looks like it wants to shoot out for a breakout. Meta looks like it wants to go for a breakout. And it is 7:14. So now we just wait. Yeah, we're just showing wait. See if we get some momentum. Just gonna wait for the momentum to come in. Just gonna wait. Just waiting. Just wait. Just wait. It looks like she wants to go for a breakout. Let's see. Just waiting. Let's see if we get a breakout. 719. So. Almost 7:30. Still waiting. She's almost like grinding up pretty slowly. Same thing on ES. See how she's trying to grind up and kind of hold. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. If we get a push, a drop, let's see. Wow, what a rip. There's a rip everybody was waiting for. All right, let's get back into this. Ready? See if it continues to rip. Let's wait. We'll wait. We're going to wait to see if we're going to rip, if ES is actually going to rip up or just hold. It is 7:23, so we'll wait. We'll keep waiting for confirmation. Let's see if we get it. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. We're in it now. Now we gotta wait for that confirmation rip. So we're at that trend line. We're at that level. We're about to break out. Let's see if we can get a breakout. Boom. Okay, one more. Boom. Very nice. We'll leave the last one as a runner. Very nice. We'll leave this one to see if we can get a pop out. If not, we'll stop out on here. Let's see. Should get a breakout here. Let's add to it. We're going to add to that winner chicken dinner right there. We're going to add to that winner chicken dinner right there. Winner chicken dinner. Boom. Just got blast off 10 points. Let's go. Let's go, G. Let's go. That's money making. We talked about that. That's amazing. I love that shit right there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, bada boom, bada bing. And we are out on that one. Let's fucking go, guys. I love it. I love to see it. Let's add one more. Have our stop down here. And let that run for our target. I still believe 23,850 is the target. It is 724. Still think there's time to get to it. ES decides to break out. Everything is breaking out. Meta is grinding up. Let's go. Nvidia said, what's up, homie? Made all new high for the day. That is what I'm talking about. When you have boom. When you have that, everything cornflakes coming all together, it becomes cornflakes. It becomes straight up cornflakes, guys. Love it. Let's see if we break out. Let's see if we break out here. Break out. Love it, love it. I love to see this. This is Gucci. This is good stuff right here. Good stuff. This is good stuff. We have a nice little stop here. I still think we're going to get to our target here. We have a nice breakout there. Beautiful. I love watching this. This is good stuff. This is juicy stuff right here. Juicy stuff, guys. Juicy stuff. Okay. Juicy stuff. Juicy stuff. Good stuff. I love this stuff. This is juicy, 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 juicy. We're going to let that play out, by the way. We're going to wait for our target. And ES is breaking out, made higher highs. Like I said, once they got this previous day low, it was a wrap. ES is like, I ain't coming back here. We about to grind this baby up. Let's look at the overall. Everything's starting to go green. Everything's starting to go green, green, green. Look at that. Meta made a bottom and it hasn't looked back. Nvidia made that lower low, hasn't looked back. So, you know, overall, look at that. Look at what we got going on. See, stuff is getting green. Green, 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 green. So we're going to wait. Still think we reached 23,849, 23,850. So we're going to hold for this level up there. We're going to leave our stop there. We're going to let this play out. This is looking Gucci. Straight up Gucci. So 726. Nice breakout on a 10-minute as well. So we've broken out on, let me go back to the, okay, so on a 5-minute, we talked about it. We said, what did we say? We said, if we get out of this downtrend here, we held, and then we popped. This is the boner counter everybody was looking for, right? And if they were 10-minute, they probably got their 10-minute. They didn't get in here till here. They still got some though. On a 15-minute, they probably didn't get in until 64.70, right? So the higher time frames just give you a higher conflicts of being correct, right? So same thing on this. So on a 15-minute, they didn't get in here until 23.79. On a 10-minute, right? They probably didn't get in until here, 23.790, right? Kind of where we were talking about. We needed to prove itself. On a 5-minute, they got in even. They probably got in here on 23.78, or they probably got in at 23.73. The lower you go on the time frame, the higher entrance you're gonna have, but you're also gonna have to keep your risk on check. So let's say they had entered once we broke this candle down here, right? The 23.767. They held their stop as previous day low. That was their stop, right? So now you have people positioned. Shorts have been taken out because their shorts are up here. Previous day low has been targeted. At this point, you could still be long, looking for a target of 23,849, which is your previous all-time high. You can have your stop right down here, 23.68, right? That's where you have your stop. Nice little stop. You're just chilling. So let's say you're in here, right? And this is your stop, right? You're risking $1.31. You ain't risking that much. I mean, just say you're in 4. You're risking $236, right? Right here. And your target is up here, right? You're almost going for a 1-to-1. You're risking 236 to make 4 and change. Okay. So just know like what you're doing. Know you have ATM, stuff like that. And once you have that, you're Gucci. So let's say this is the trade right here. We get taken out. That's fine. I'll leave that up so you guys can see that. Yeah, but that was good. That was good stuff. Good trading this morning. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Mondays aren't too bad for me usually. It's just a wait. I definitely had to wait. I mean, I took that loss and I waited for about 10-15 minutes. So it's the waiting part that you're just like, it sucks. You hate to wait. You're like, nobody wants to wait, right? Who the hell likes to wait? Nobody. So we're waiting for this one here to get taken out. Oh shit. If we get taken out, we'll flip short. Oh, let's see. Just got taken out. Oh, 730 mark. We just hit the 730 mark. Oh, we are dropping pretty hard. Let's see. What a drop. Oof, what a drop. Now we're just going to wait for that since we got taken out there. What a drop. Let's see. Oh. That was a nasty takeout drop there for sure. That 7:30 candle. That shit is real. That shit is real. So I got stopped out of that one. Pretty hardcore on that one. All good. All right, let's see. What a nice little drop on that one. That was. Yeah, I don't think nobody waited for that one. That was a huge drop out they took on that ass. So we're just gonna wait and chill right now. We're just waiting and chilling right now. $7.33. Wow, that was a good little drop there. Didn't think they were gonna take that. Yeah, those drops are always nasty. I wonder if it comes back down and takes everybody out. Because that was definitely a good bounce area there. So I'm curious to see if it comes back down to this and takes everybody out. I might be done for the day. I'm just watching at this point. Might take my L on that one and deuces. Because I am curious to see if she bounces off there. Yeah, that was a nasty. This This right here was a nasty candle. Yeah, that's no fun. That's never no fun. But all good. Hmm. 736. Yeah, that was a nasty drop candle on that one for sure. Yeah, curious to see if they continue and come back down to this and then let her fall. That's the curious part about it. Yeah, I wonder if they break that. If they break this down again, or if they're gonna hold it. 738. I don't know. They might break it down again. Well, they might hold it. Curious to see. Look at they're launching it back up. Or they might just chill within here and just hold and pop and hold, pop and hold. That might be its thing, too. Looks like they broke it. Let's see. It's going. about to be 8 o'clock. Alright, I think I'm done for the day. Alright, that is it from me, guys. You guys have a good one. Take care and enjoy. Peace out.